Hey y'all, what's up guys? It's Cory, real estate guy. And I want to tell you why you should expect longer transaction times in this period. If you understand that the market hasn't even moved into its peak season of real estate, it's just been a very busy beginning of 2020 this year where a lot of people have been taking advantage of the interest rate. Okay. And how this comes into play when you're looking at putting a date on your contract to close. The good thing is the thing you want to do is you want to make sure your agent is in communication with that lender to set the expectation correctly. And here's why. A few things. Processing and underwriting. Okay. Processing and underwriting is giving the bank the time to process your documents, evaluate what you have as far as your assets, how much income you're bringing in, how much debt you have, and looking at your file. You got to understand right now, they're getting an influx of files, not just for people buying. There's also people that are selling, and there's also people that are also trying to, refinance. All right. So a lot of people are trying to take advantage of what the market is doing right now in terms of interest rate. So processing and underwriting is a big deal. Underwriting is really the person that makes a decision if they're going to lend you a certain amount of money or not. Your file goes to the underwriter early, and it also goes towards it at the end when they're going to make the final decision. Like, hey, we need these final documents from you to see if everything checks out. And when we started this process, you're getting the same income and nothing has changed. Okay, so underwriting and processing, that's taking a little longer because there's so many different transactions going on. We're moving into peak season. Summertime, everybody's out, school teachers are out. As of right now, people are out of school because they're shutting down everything because of the coronavirus. So people may be out looking at homes. We haven't been quarantining nothing, so people are out vacationing right now, all right? So you got to understand there's more people in the market right now, and we're still in a seller's market. So there's still less homes in comparison to the number of people that are out in the market looking for houses. Interest rates are super low, okay? We haven't seen interest rates this low in some time. And people are trying to take advantage of that. They're trying to get their credit right. And they're trying to make sure that they have an opportunity to buy a home, sell a home, refinance a home, and get the impact or the benefit of using this interest rates. Just make sure that you understand there's still an influx of people here in the marketplace trying to do real estate transactions. Different types of transactions taking place. Like I said, buying, selling, refinancing, rehabbing, all types of loans going on, dealing with residential real estate. Investors are out here buying up houses as well because they too can take advantage of these interest rates. Ordering of title work and appraisals. Now, if you're getting in contract with somebody, what you want to do is you want to make sure you're prepared. To give you a slight edge or an advantage, you want to go ahead, get the house that you want, get it under contract, and go directly to the title. Say, hey, let's pull title now. At the very beginning of this contract, let's not wait a couple of days. We know we want this house. Let's pull title. Let's see what's on there. Make sure there's no liens or encumbrances or anything that's on this property and move forward. And you also, along with your prepaids, which you will pay your inspection, your earnest money, and your option money, you want to go ahead and tell the bank, hey, go ahead and order that appraisal. This is the house that I want. Okay, because it takes time. Typically, the appraisal isn't ordered till maybe 10 days after you're under contract, which takes them another about 7 to 10 days to get that information back. We're already 20 days into the contract. So make sure you say lender, agent, hey, go ahead, order that. I'll pay for the appraisal because that's what you pay for. Pay for the appraisal and get that done so all that paperwork can be pushed forward so your file can get done quicker than normal. Okay. Inspections. We only have so many inspectors here in Texas. And you want to find one that is beneficial to you, that's going to give you the information that you didn't know about this house. Yes, you want to move with urgency so you can get the transaction done in a limited amount of days, but you want to make sure that you understand what's going on with the house before you purchase it. So once you get under contract, talk to your agent and make sure you are scheduling that inspection within 2 days, 1 day, if not the same day that you get under contract, so you can get that process moving and you get that paperwork back in 24 to 48 hours. Okay. And lastly, banks taking on more business than usual. Okay. Banks are normally taking on this amount of loan transactions at a period of time, and we're not even in peak season. So you got to understand there's so many people in their processes department. I mean, the bank has a residential department where they're handling all kind of transactions for homes. but now they have an influx of it and they're prepared for them. So understand that's why things are going to take a little longer. Maybe instead of putting 30 days on that transaction, you're going to have to put 45 days or maybe even 60 days out for you to actually close, to give the banks time, give the title work time, and give you all the necessary time that you need to inspect and appraise that house. And so you know you're getting a good deal. So make sure you keep in mind, you may be in a more or in a longer expectation of closing time at this time because we are now moving into peak season. It's Cory, Real Estate Guy.